Good morning, students. Today we are going to start chapter 6, the first chapter of NCR. Let me understand what is the meaning of the word set. In day-to-day life, many of the times, almost every day, we use the word set. Say for example, sofa set, dinner set, set of 52 playing cards, and many other examples are there. Now, when we say the sofa set, what comes in our mind? That means some sitting material, 3-seater, 2-seater, 1 center table, etc. When we say dinner set, so all the items which we use for the serving purpose, cooking purpose, eating purpose, all that comes in the set of dinner set. Okay. Likewise, here in this class we are going to see the mathematical aspect of set. Set is actually collection of objects. You may collect all kind of objects and you can put in one box. But in mathematics, that collection is not said to be set until that collection is properly defined or not. That means a set is well-defined collection of objects. Now here in maths, this word well-defined is very important. Now, what type of collections are said to be well-defined? That objects which you are collecting must not vary person to person, place to place. That must be fixed for each and everyone in every circumstances. If I say I am having one geometry box, so that geometry box, the collection of the object in the geometry box must be relevant to geometry only. If you are putting any item other than which we don't require for the geometry purpose, then that collection will not be considered as a set. Say for example, if I say the collection of 10 most talented batsmen in Indian cricket team. Now, 10 most talented batsmen, if I ask you to write the name and don't show to other, I am telling you that 10 name will be different. That will vary person to person. That means the collection of most talented batsmen in mathematics will not be considered as a set. But if I say the set of vowels in English alphabet. Now set of vowels, we all know about the vowels and consonants. So if I ask everyone to write that vowels which are there in English alphabet, that means each and everyone will write the same if they know about the vowels, that is A, E, I, O, U. That is considered as a set. So if the collection is well defined, then only we will say it is a set. The knowledge of set is very important in 11th class because set is the language of modern mathematics. That means this class onward, whatever definition you will give about the various aspects, that will be in the terms of set only. Now let me take few points. The objects which you are collecting in the set theory, they are known as elements, or sometimes we call them member also. So objects, elements or members are synonym terms. Of the set are represented by small letters, the sets are represented by capital letters A, B, X, Y, Z, etc. That means whenever you will represent any set, you can use any of the letter out of these capital letters. Likewise, the objects, elements, or as I said, members of the set are represented by the small letters A, B, C, etc. But if the numbers are there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then we will write in the number form. If any name is there, then we will write the full name. Third point, if a set is the element of set A, this is very important point. If suppose any element A is the element of any set A, we say A belongs to A. And in mathematically, this belongs to, we write by this symbols look like a E, but we will read this as A belongs to A. Likewise, fourth point, if A is not the element of set A, we say A does not belongs to set A. That is A, the same symbol and cut it. It means does not belongs to. Let me understand with the help of one example. I am taking here one set V, the set of vowel in English alphabet. I am using the letter V because this is convenient. Vowels first letter V. So capital letter V. Now this consists of the vowels A, E, I, O, U. So A belongs to V. Yes, A is an element of the set of vowels. So we will write A belongs to V. But if I say V belongs to V or not, since V is not there, so V does not belongs to V.